Hello and welcome. This routine is a hip mobility sequence that is designed to build a balance of strength and flexibility in the full circumference of your hips. Let's get started. So you'll start sitting. Take your feet wider than your hips. So knees are bent and toes can turn out a little bit if that's more comfortable for you. So we want a nice tall spine here. If you feel like just sitting in this position, you round a lot, that's super common, totally normal. Just grab a yoga block or a throw pillow, something to sit on so that you can elevate a little bit taller and really lengthen the spine. We're already starting to feel those hip flexors turn on and engage. Take your hands to the shins or the knees and gently pull your body into a longer, taller spine. Taking a deep breath here, you can relax your face. And exhaling. So staying in this position for a few moments, starting to wake up those muscles in there. And really lengthening again through the spine. Okay, so let's add on when you're ready. Now you can use your hands at any time or you don't have to, but they're there if you'd like. Or you can cross in front or lift the arms. We're just going to lubricate the joints with a little bit of repetitive motion with the breath. So take a breath in, and then as you exhale, let your legs go to the right. So you're externally rotating on one side, internally rotating on the other, and see if you can find 90 degrees in both of the knees. Take a breath in, take an exhale. You can use your hands or not. Inhale, bring the knees back to center, and then exhale, trade sides. And you might scooch forward a little bit as you go. That's normal because you're moving back and forth. When you're ready, inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take it to the first side, 90-90 knees. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, take it to the second side. A couple more like that, or a few more like that, so you can really start to, again, lubricate those hip joints, warm up the muscles, and create a little bit more space in there. So see if you can move with your own pattern of breath. Inhaling, bringing it back to center. Exhaling it, taking it to one side. Few more just like that. You can really feel those muscles working, opening up some space. It's normal for there to be some sensation there. And again, it's normal for the body to scooch forward. I'm all the way off my mat now. So we can come back through center, take your fingertips behind you, come back to the starting position, and then once you get there, again, hold on behind your, or in front of your shins, and lift nice and tall. All right, breathing here. So our second move, we're just going to add on to the first move. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, let your knees fall again to the right. And this time, instead of a 90-90, let's bring the sole of the right foot so it touches the top of the left thigh. Take a nice breath in, lean forward, feel free to use your hands. And then as you exhale, lift the hips upright. Squeeze your glutes, take a breath in. Exhale, set the hips down. Inhale, come back through the middle. Exhale, second side. Inhale to lean forward. Exhale to lift and squeeze. Staying with that for a few more rounds on your own. So just alternating sides here. Remember, you can always touch the hands down if that's helpful to upright your body. All right, so you can stay with this, or if you'd like to add on just a little bit when you lift. So say you're on the right shin here, take your right fingertips down, and already I feel more sensation in the front of that left hip. All right, and same thing, second side. So lifting, maybe kickstand the fingers, lean back, find that nice stretch, come back through center, and get the other side. Just a few more rounds, just like that. Mm, nice. All right. So we're going to add on one more time. So finish the cycle that you're on. And then come back through center, right back to that starting position. Hands to the front of the shins. Lift nice and tall. Okay, nice deep breaths. We'll add a few of the dynamic stretches that you might be pretty familiar with in yoga. Very effective. So we can get into the full circumference of your hips. Okay, take a nice breath in. Sit tall. As you exhale, let those knees go over to the right. As you inhale, tilt forward, and then exhale, lift those hips. This time you can use your hands or not. Take your left foot, scooch it back, right in line with the hips. Now, you can keep that right leg angled like a diagonal with the toes pointed, or you can place the left hand into the sole of the right foot, lift your hips, scooch them back, and bring that leg more into parallel position. If you're going for that option, flex the foot. And we'll stay here for a few breaths. Get nice and comfortable. Relax your face. See if you can slow the breathing down. Now you can stay upright like this, or you can come down a little bit lower onto the forearms. Really nice deep breaths. Feeling that outer hip stretch, and also maybe finding a stretch in the front inner thigh. As you keep breathing here, see if you can activate your back leg. So you're internally rotating the thigh, and that'll help the pelvis get into a nice level position. Take 2 more breaths here. Nice, slow, deep ones. All right. As you inhale, use your hands. As you exhale, lean into the front hip. And then we'll just bring the back leg in. Sole of the foot towards the top of the thigh. Inhale, leaning forward. Exhale, lifting the hips. This is where we're going to change. Set those hips down. Come back to the middle. Take the legs to the left. This time, lift your hips, come onto your fingertips, and we'll step the right foot back. We'll step the left foot between the hands, bring the back knee down, and then use your hands to push into that front thigh as you lift into a nice lunge. Keep the breath going here. And see if you can push down actively into your front foot. Lift the front rim of the pelvis, and imagine you're trying to stretch that back leg behind you. Another breath in, lifting. Stay for the exhale, squeeze your glute on the back leg side. Last time breathing in. And then as you exhale, bring your fingertips down. We'll heel toe. The front foot goes over to the long edge of the mat. Coming down, leaning to the left. Bring the back knee in. Breathing in. Exhale, leaning forward, lifting those hips. Inhale, set the hips down. Exhale, come back through center and try the other side. So we'll lift those hips. Coming back through center now. Bringing the knees up. And then this is the second side. So the knees come over to the left. Lift the hips. Now you can use your hands or not, up to you. We'll take the back leg behind you. Stretch that leg back. Make sure that that leg is in line with the hip. And you can stay like this and point the toe with that shin angled on the diagonal. Or place the palm of your right hand into the sole of the left foot. Lift your hips. Scooch back. Keep that top foot flexed. And breathing here. You can stay upright. Remembering to internally rotate that back thigh. Big deep breaths. Upright is great, or if you want to come down a little bit lower, big breaths. Pressing into your left shin. Press that left shin into the mat. Relax your shoulders and your jaw. And again, see if you can take 2 slow, deep breaths. When you're ready, inhale, come onto your fingertips. Exhale, lean to the left. Bring that back knee in. Lean forward, lift your hips, come back through center, and we'll get the other side. So knees to the right, lean forward, lift your hips. This time, use your hands. Step the back leg back. Step the front foot between the hands. Bring that back knee down, and then push your hands into that thigh. Big breaths here. As you continue to breathe, see if you can really lift your heart. Push down into that front foot and stretch that back leg behind you. Big breaths. Squeeze the left glutes. Big breaths there. One more time, fill all the way up. And then as you exhale, bring the fingertips down. We'll heel toe that right foot to the left. Ease the shin down. Lean to the right. Bring the back leg in. We'll come back through center. Taking a moment here, finding that nice upright position. Hopefully feeling a little bit more space in those hips already. A little bit more mobility. Take a breath in. Lift nice and tall. Soften your bottom ribs. Relax your shoulders. Focusing on the breath for 2 more cycles. Beautiful. So one more pose, getting into the inner thighs, and that's where we'll finish. So for this one, you can bring the legs over to the side. We're going to finish with a frog stretch. So for this one, when we get into it, you want to make sure that your knee and your hip are in the same line, so your hips are not back behind, right? So you've got about a 90-degree angle in the knee and the hip. And we'll come into it facing the long edge of the mat so that you have some cushion for the inside of your knees. So coming onto all fours here, walk those knees out wide. And again, see if you can find 90 degrees in your knees and hips. So your hips line up with your knees, feet are flexed. You can stay upright. You can grab a couch cushion to lay on, or you can come on down. It's a big stretch that we don't do every day, so be gentle with yourself. Relax your face, and we'll just be here for 5 deep breaths. See if you can match the length of your breath in to the length of your breath out. Push into the inner ankles as if you're trying to lift the inner knees. Maybe squeeze your glutes a little bit so you get into that external rotation. Last breath, nice and slow. So nice. When you're ready, inhale, use your hands. Pour the weight into your hands so you can bring the toes together. Walk your hands back, and you can sit up on your heels if that's comfortable, or cross-legged. Rest your hands for a moment on your legs. Close your eyes and let your body sway until you find a nice balanced place to pause. Relax your face. And one more time, just coming back to the breath. All right, inhale, let those eyes blink open. Really nice work. I hope you feel lots of mobility in your hips. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and have a great day.